Large oil slick detected off a key Iranian oil depot. Cool, cool. Nice, nice. I guess we'll end with this bit here. Or like the final thing we'll go out on, the final thing we'll talk about. War's back on. Like, obviously it never really stopped, but the United States and Iran have begun trading fire again. Also, you might be shocked, but initial American and Israeli estimates that we had annihilated most of Iran's weaponry were incorrect. They still got plenty. They still have enough drones and missiles to substantially worsen the oil crisis. Obviously. CIA estimates Iran can survive the US blockade for 90 to 120 days before facing more severe economic hardship. It's like, yeah, again, the same as it always was. We struck Iran and Israel was like, yeah, we got like everything. We did it. 90% of their missiles are gone. Please keep it up, you know? And then it turns out, like, obviously, shit's not happening. Yeah, but we struck Iran. Iran struck the UAE. US and Iran exchanged fire near the Strait of Hormuz. Trump calls US strikes on Iran a love tap after destroyers targeted in Strait of Hormuz. Sure, yeah, okay. We fired on Iran-flagged tankers. Marco Rubio says for perhaps the 1,000th time that promising peace talks are underway, even though I thought Operation Epic Fury was done. Yeah. Yep. Isn't it Project Freedom now? No, Project Freedom immediately fell apart. The operation to escort merchant ships through the Strait of Hormuz immediately fell apart. It took literally like 2 days, I think, for it to fall apart. The Saudi government, which is allegedly outraged with Trump for a variety of probably legitimate reasons, apparently insisted that they stop. Oh, yeah, in addition to this, apparently Saudi Arabia, in addition to some of their neighbors, are just not allowing us there anymore. Like, we've evacuated our military bases in the region, and now they're just straight up not allowing us to use their airspace. Let me hold on. Let me confirm that. 1 second. Saudi airspace, U.S. soldiers. Yeah, Saudi Arabia suspends U.S. access to bases and airspace. That's because Trump kept them in the dark. Trump is bored and frustrated with the Iran war because it's dragged on much longer than he expected and has no clear victory in sight. Sucks, huh? Didn't play out like Venezuela. No uncorking this one, I'm afraid. I hate this country, man. Yeah, I really can't overstate, again, just to like reiterate a previous point, you know? And I apologize, I know I'm kind of preaching to the choir here, but it's important to remember this. If the Democratic Party had a strong and consistent position against interventionism in Iran, it would not only be morally good, it would also be politically beneficial. It actively harms the party that Schumer and Jeffries, along with many other Democrats, keep hemming and hawing and are largely, yeah, silent on this. It's a global fuel crisis. It is the worst fuel crisis ever. And it's still worsening. We're not over the hill. It's still worsening, and we have no timeline on when it's going to stop worsening. And the timeline for when it's going to stop being a problem altogether is years after it stops worsening, but it's still worsening. And still somehow the Democrats don't see it as worthwhile to take a very strong stance on this. Like, we can't criticize them. We really can't. We just got to let this happen. Okay. Bro is just saying shit now. He said there's a ceasefire in Ukraine. He just said this one. Pleased to announce there will be a 3-day ceasefire in the war between Russia and Ukraine. Just, do they know about this? Well, there's 2 separate unilateral ceasefires. Okay, so he's just announcing something they did. Okay, well, that's better than the standard, I suppose. Okay, real question. Can somebody explain to me what the fuck is up with the oil prices chart? I know why Brent crude fell. It's because of the deep state. But what the fuck is this? Why are there no data points for this length of time? I know it's fake, but why are there no data points here? Like, normally we get updates every 8 seconds or something. Why? That's the bit they cut out with scissors. They're molesting the money. Maybe. I don't know. You stopped looking away from it. The guy whose job it was to keep pushing the big red button at oilprice.com to reset the tracker just took a nap. 643 for the cheapest gas. That's what I saw in San Francisco. 643. 670 diesel.
They asked us not to do it during the negotiation.
Are you considering maybe going back to that now that gas prices are more than $4.50?
It could. Well, no, gas prices have come down today. Have you looked? They've come down very substantially today. The gas prices, you know what's happened today? Gas prices are way down and the stock market is way up today. So gas prices have come down, and I saw it today.
Well, that's good.
That they broke negatively. In other words, to our positive position, they broke our way very substantially. And when the war is over, gas will fall down at levels that you've never seen before. You'll be down to where you were, maybe even lower. We had it down to, I was in Iowa, and we were at 85. We were about 85. What did you say? Yeah, we broke it. We broke it. We had numbers that nobody's seen in a long time. So you had $2 a gallon. We were down, I think, to $1.85, $1.90 in Iowa and a lot of other places. Outside of California, where California charges such a high tax on the gasoline, when you take that tax off, but California has a tremendous, I don't know if anybody knows, California.
He really does go on, doesn't he? Looking at this headline as I reflect on the fact that my ticket to San Francisco cost over $700 and then got delayed by 4 hours. The European Union is almost out of jet fuel. By almost out of, I mean like they're going to be out. Like, again, it's important to remember that jet fuel and other petroleum derivatives, byproducts, are not an abstract financial speculative asset, but are a physical thing that you use, and when you use it, it goes away. Apparently, they're going to be using our jet fuel. So, like, that'll be cool. Europe embraces US-type jet fuel despite, quote, airworthiness risks. American mix freezes at higher temperatures and is more prone to static charge, but the EU's out of options. That's great. Europe's jet fuel supply should fall below the key 23-day shortage threshold in June, so plan your travel accordingly. Weeks away from crossing a critical threshold that represents a severe and immediate shortage of jet fuel, triggering many more flight cancellations and even possible closure of smaller airports. Yep. As a cyclist, I struggle to see an issue. Nuts, I'm going to toss your ass in the Atlantic.